Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to be sharing with you some crazy autopilot gardening techniques that work. You're not going to want to miss this. Stay tuned. Well, my friends, spring has definitely arrived and things are taking off in the garden everywhere we look. I wanted to start this video off today and share with you this little simple setup that I've got going here, growing out some cauliflower plants. So this little automatic grow system here is really taking off and proving successful. All I've got here is a couple different cement mixing tubs and some sandbags that wick up water. Now the water is piped through, comes out of this garbage can here, and it pumps out into the bins here on a timer that I have set under that faux rock over there. Yeah, so under here I've got a 𝗙𝐸𝗃𝐿𝐴 power station, and I have this set up with a switch bot allowing me to fine-tune my watering to where these bins get just enough water that they soak up what they need. They go dry in between waterings, so there's no standing water where the mosquitoes can lay their eggs and cause future issues. Anyways, since initially setting this whole system up, I've done nothing. And look at the growth that we're getting. Sooner than later, we'll be harvesting from these plants. So it's working out beautifully. If you're interested in seeing how I put that whole setup together, I'll drop a link down below this video in the description box so you can check that out. Now let's go look at another setup. All right, so for this, we're headed back into the greenhouse. Excuse the mess, things are shifting. We're getting most of these plants out of here real soon and out into the garden. But I want to share with you the progress over here that I have on these little autopilot gardening beds, which I made out of cardboard boxes wrapped in a plastic contractor bag, and then once again put these sandbags in there, and all I have to do is once every week or two come and fill a few inches of water into this container, and it will wick up into the plants. They take up what they need as they need it. You can see we've got some abundant chayote squash growing out in these two containers, and over here we've got longevity spinach doing very well. These are frost sensitive plants, so they're still here in the greenhouse, but we'll be moving them out somewhere outdoors real soon, but keeping them in these setups. But hey, talk about a simple, low-cost way to get on this autopilot gardening technique right away. All you need is cardboard boxes, some plastic bags, and some sandbags. Highly effective technique. It's going to save you a whole bunch of time and produce an abundance of food for you as we move into the growing season. So I just want to take a moment, my friends, to encourage you to always find ways to streamline your operations, find better ways to do things. If you find that you're spending too much time on any particular task, chances are there's probably a way that you can improve on whatever that task is and make it so that you're not having to put so much time and effort into it, which in the end, when it comes to gardening, is a major benefit. Because when you gain the reward of the harvest and you didn't have to put in that much work, that much effort, my goodness, it makes it all that much better. So let's go look at this third setup over here. So here we've got yet another autopilot gardening setup that has proven itself thus far. I'm still plugging in crops. We've got, again, some frost tolerant crops that are going to be going out here, so I didn't want to do it too early. But you can see over here we've got a tomato. Over here we've got some melons, some cucumbers, eggplants. What I'm trying to accomplish with this setup is I'm going to be growing different vining squashes, melons, cucumbers, all sorts of different crops that vine and produce big leaves all throughout these containers to help to shade the plastic pools from the summer sun, which will be here eventually. I think it's going to really add a nice natural appearance to this whole setup, although I gotta admit, I actually really like the way this looks and functions just how it is. But I'm going to use this season as a season to experiment and see what exactly I can accomplish with the least amount of effort while increasing my abundance, my harvests. And this setup works in the same manner as the other one that I share with you over there with the concrete tubs. There's a little pump down in here, and on a schedule, this will pump out water into each one of these tubs, and I've got it dialed in so that it uses just enough water. You can see there's still some moisture in there, but everything else has already been wicked up into the container, so there's no standing water, and this bed is still very moist. So I'll keep an eye on it and we'll make adjustments throughout the season. But again, a fully automated system with a small upfront investment that's going to provide some amazing harvest for us moving forward. And just as with the other build, if you're interested in seeing how I put this together, I will drop a link to that video as well down below, so you could set something like this up yourself. Although I do encourage anybody who's watching these videos to take what you can from these videos and make these ideas your own. Use what it is that you have at your disposal that you can afford, and create some grow systems that are going to save you time and produce even more abundance in your life. Anyway, my friends, that's going to do it for today's video. Just wanted to share with you some updates and hopefully encourage you to look into different ways that you can help to streamline your gardening hobby so that you can maximize the harvest that you receive with the least amount of effort. So with that, I want to wish you all a great rest of your day. Until next time, this is Dan from plantabundance.com. Take care. I'll be talking to you again soon.